Hello, guys. Welcome to Ipson Fire Safety Solution, where you will learn about fire equipment, safety awareness, safety risk management. So, guys, in our YouTube channel, we teach or we educate people about the safety awareness. So guys, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe, guys, as we continue learning about this safety awareness. Oh guys, so today we have some ideas on how you can deal with safety awareness, safety preventions. So guys, please continue watching. You watch, guys, as we proceed on this live stream, guys. Okay. So, guys, I have this kind of a fire, a fire point, guys. This fire points has a meaning, and it has a meaning why it is labeled fire points. So when you see it written fire points, this kind of signage is for safety awareness. It gives you a lot about safety. So I will be brave to educate you on this zero or about this safety point. Whatever you see or whenever you see the signage of fire exit or fire 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 signage, guys, it's so much important. So you have to be aware of it and be familiar about the signage and the meaning of those signage. Most we normally see in our offices where people gather together. That's why I bring this topic about the safety prevention. So guys, this signage we normally mounted where we place our fire extinguisher or any kind of a fire equipment. That's why we normally put this signage for us or for us to identify it, where the fire equipment are, where it is so very important as we continue learning about its safety, guys. In case, let me put it for example, guys. If I have my fire extinguisher here and I place where it is where there is a lot of things hidden, so I suppose to place my fire point for for someone to be aware about those kind of safety. So guys, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe, guys. We shall appreciate as we continue learning, educating ourselves about safety awareness. Please, guys, let us continue watching. So here I have a fire extinguisher. As you can see, it is a small size of fire extinguisher. In types of fire extinguisher, we have different types of fire extinguisher, and And also there are different sizes of fire extinguishers. So this one is a 2 kg fire extinguisher, and it is labeled here hair dry border fire extinguisher. Why? This fire extinguisher is multi-purpose fire extinguisher. It can used to extinguish all classes of fire, like class A fire, class A fire, class B fire, class C, class D. This fire extinguisher is the best, guys. If you have not have it one, please purchase it, and we shall deliver to you in case you need it. So guys, this fire extinguisher is much very important wherever we are, because it is for safety purpose. In case, let's say it, in case there is a fire, this fire extinguisher will act as the first aid fire, because this fire extinguisher, when you use on the right time, it will help you to extinguish the fire. Do not wait until the fire grow up, guys. You should be familiar how to use it. First, the first thing you have to know to identify the type of fire extinguisher first. If you don't know the classes of fire, or which fire extinguisher you should use, just learn about it, because some of fire extinguisher you will not use. It can cause you a lot of damage because you use the wrong fire extinguisher, guys. You know that we have a fire extinguisher, which is a type of fire extinguisher, is a water type of fire extinguisher. That fire extinguisher of that contain pure water and pressurized, guys. So that one, it is used for class A fire only. Class A fire. Why water is very important to use in class A fire? Because we use the water type of fire extinguisher in class F A, because what we are distinguishing in class A is things like peppers, hood. So the water type of fire extinguisher is very important when you are dealing with class A fire, guys. Be familiar about those fire extinguisher, because not all of fire extinguisher is the right one to use to extinguish the fire. One may use the water type of fire extinguisher to extinguish the fire that caused by electric fire, and it is very dangerous to use the water type of fire extinguisher for electricity fire. So the best thing, guys, which I will tell you, or I want to assuring you, is about the fire extinguisher, which is called dry powder fire extinguisher, because you can use it to fight any kind of fire that come along. This fire extinguisher of a dry powder, it has inside, it has water, or it has dry powder chemicals, and it does be pressurized with a pressure of 25 25 per. So you will see how much the pressure has been pressurized on this fire extinguisher by observing the cage. As you can see, this fire extinguisher does an cage. This cage is used, or it is meant for to rate the pressure that has been inside this fire extinguisher. So guys, when you want to operate this fire extinguisher, you have to be familiar about the formula, which is called PAS. Yeah, PAS, which P, letter P, which is P, letter P is mean you pull. What are you pulling, guys? You are pulling this safety pin. When you pull this safety pin, it will cut this sail. And then A, letter A mean you aim. What are you aiming, guys? We are aiming the pace of the fire. How can you aim that pace of fire? By aiming the source of fire or the pace of fire. Why are we aiming the base of the fire? Because it is where the fire coming from. So don't fight the flame, you fight the base of the fire. That when you extinguish the base of the fire, you are distinguish that fire by aiming the base of fire. So, and then letter S means squeeze. What are you squeezing, guys? You are squeezing this lever. Yeah, when you squeeze this one, it is where you are pressing this handle to remove the content inside the fire extinguisher. And then you sweep, guys. What are you sweeping? You are sweeping the fire. What? You sweep the base of the fire to distinguish that fire at on the you are by sweeping. When you are fighting, you have to sweep it so that the fire can be distinguished at the first time, guys. So be familiar, guys. The formula of using fire extinguisher are the same, whether it is a CO2, whether it is a tripod, whether it is a water type of fire extinguisher or foam type of fire extinguisher. The formula is one. It is one. For the fire extinguisher, the new model of fire extinguisher, we only use one formula, guys, which is called PAS. So guys, please, if you are new to our channel, remember to subscribe, guys, as we continue educating ourselves about this kind of safety dogs, guys. So if you have any question about according to the uses of fire extinguisher, you can ask and I shall reply, or I will answer your questions as we continue educating ourselves on this matter according to the safety standards, guys. Fire extinguishers are normally pitched, or they are normally or regular. We done servicing of those fire extinguisher. It is a standard, or it is a requirement that all fire extinguishers should be service should be inspected according to the standard of fire. So wherever you see a fire technician are on your place inspecting the fire extinguisher, it is mandated that fire extinguisher should be inspected regular, like we normally inspected fire extinguisher normally after every annual, most annual. Because why are we inspecting those fire extinguisher? Let me give you one example. We normally inspect fire extinguisher because of some reasons, which these reasons are: you may have your fire extinguisher and you and your fire extinguisher may not be in a good working condition, or it cannot work, or it has cane. So that's why we are sending our technicians to your places to inspect those fire extinguisher and to update those fire extinguisher. It is a requirement to be inspected. So if you have a cylinder of fire extinguisher and it does not be inspected, make sure you call the fire technicians to come and inspect those fire extinguishers, because you may having those fire extinguisher but they cannot function well because of some reasons. We know someone can tamper with fire extinguisher, and when someone have already tampered with that fire extinguisher, automatically that fire extinguisher will discharge and it will not work. That's why we require those fire extinguishers to be inspected regularly. So guys, so in our kitchens, guys, we don't recommend this type of fire extinguishers, guys. In our kitchen areas, we require a CO2 type of fire extinguisher. Why? CO2 fire extinguishers is the best, and it is harmless, and it has no harmful chemicals like this one, because this one, when you use in your kitchen, guys, it will mess up your kitchen, guys. So make sure you know your fire extinguisher as we continue educating ourselves on those fire equipment. Or if you don't have a CO2 type of fire extinguisher, we recommend you to have a fire blanket in your kitchen. What is this fire blanket, guys? I I know some of you doesn't know the fire blanket. What is a fire blanket? Yes, this fire blanket we normally install in our kitchen, so that in case there is a fire, in case there is a fire in our kitchen, we use the fire blanket to distinguish that fire. How can you use that fire extinguisher to distinguish that fire? The fire extinguisher is something like a blanket, but it is meant for extinguish that fire. That fire blanket, it does not burn. It is meant to extinguish that fire. So guys, I have this one, and this one is a fire blanket. Let's see, guys. Remember guys, to subscribe there. Subscribe if you have not subscribed it, as we continue educating ourselves. I have a fire blanket. Hey, this fire blanket is we use to extinguish the fire, and we normally place it in our kitchen areas. Why are we putting the fire blanket to our kitchen? This fire fire blanket is suitable to our kitchen. That's why we recommend the fire blanket to be placed on a kitchen. It's something a blanket to, in case there is a fire, you remove it and then you cover the flame part that with the fire blanket, and the fire will be distinguished, guys. Be familiar about those. Even according to the, if you want to know more about the uses or how to use this fire extinguisher, in the label you can see it. It is instructed that how you will use it. When you read, you will capture some knowledge about the fire blanket by observing and how to use it. Also, this fire blanket, in case someone caught fire, you can use it to wrap it and the fire will be distinguished. As you can see, guys, the label written, it is written fire blanket standard of, it has a fire standard like 1865. That is the standard rules of a fire blanket, and it is, and this label instructed you how to use it. When you follow it, you will learn how to use it. And we have different sizes of fire blanket. We have one by 1 meters. We have 1.2 by 1.2 meters. We have also 1.8 meters by 1.8 meters. So it will depend to you which kind of a fire blanket do you require, because we have different sizes. And if you don't have, you can purchase from us. We shall deliver to you, and it is affordable and it is a cheap. We sell it wholesale, guys. So guys, what I want to inform you is you have to learn, or you have to have the knowledge of these things of fire safety equipment. Either maybe you have someone who is regular working on a kitchen and it doesn't know how to use this fire equipment or this fire blanket. You should educate him to know, to have those knowledge, so that in case of anything come on that kitchen, it can use that knowledge to distinguish that fire. Because we this fire fire equipments we normally use on the, like a first aiders, when the fire is, when the fire have not grown large, when the fire started, you should use it immediately. Don't wait until the fire become large or grow big. You will not be able to distinguish that fire. So learn to know how to use those gadget of fire equipment. Even if you don't have it or you don't know how to it, you can follow our videos and you will be familiar about those things of fire equipment, because also we have other things that will help us to, or that will give us, or those things that will detect the fire, like smoke detectors that we are normally places installed on our kitchens or offices or even in our areas. Those gadgets are very important because they are sensitive in case there is any help you to extinguish the fire. Here I have something we have to learn about it. So continue watching. If you are new to our channel, remember to subscribe as we continue learning or educating ourselves on the basis of fire. So guys, we want to demonstrate something here, so continue watching, follow our videos, follow as we continue demonstrating something here. We want to educate ourselves about a fire here. Here I have a battery. This battery is a 9 volt, and I want to use it to demonstrate something about fire. So we are I'm trying to demonstrate something for you. As you follow our video, we want to learn how the currency of a fire or the bow of a fire will. Here we are trying to demonstrate what is called the the fire